In this video, we'll look at various mistakes that you need to avoid when setting up your CCTV cameras or surveillance systems. Let's start with mistake number 1, which has to do with exposing the terminals of outdoor cameras to weather conditions such as water or moisture. Even though outdoor cameras are designed for use in any weather condition, their terminals are not supposed to be exposed to water or moisture. And so there is the need to always house the terminals of your outdoor cameras in a junction box. The junction box protects the camera's terminals from these weather conditions, that is the moisture or water. Let's look at mistake number 2. Installing indoor cameras at outdoor locations. Indoor cameras are purely designed for use at indoor locations where they are not exposed to moisture or rain, because the housing of those cameras are not purely sealed against the entry of moisture or rain. And so when you install indoor cameras at outdoor locations, it greatly exposes the camera to irreparable damage. I will therefore recommend that in planning a CCTV or surveillance system project, no indoor camera should be sited at any location where the camera will come into contact with moisture or rain. When you do that, it goes a long way to prolong the lifespan of your cameras. Mistake number 3. Running cables beyond 100 meters, especially for cables that are carrying power to your CCTV cameras. Please note that the strength of signals carried along a cable reduces as the cable length increases, especially when you are transmitting power along the cable. This is a phenomenon primarily due to cable resistance, and because of that, it is mostly recommended to limit the length of your cables to a maximum of 100 meters for effective signal quality. One of the effects of running too long cables in a CCTV setup is that you may experience what we call the transmission of low voltage to your CCTV cameras, and that could lead to bad picture quality, or what you can observe as raster lines. So you see lines in front of your CCTV cameras. That will be an effect or as a result of running too long cables to your CCTV cameras. I will therefore advise that when you are planning your CCTV camera project, you should try as much as possible not to run cables that are exceeding 100 meters to your cameras. Even though the standard is 100 meters, if you do less than the 100 meters, say 75 meters, it will go a long way to help your installation. So that even if you come across a substandard cable, you will be able to drastically reduce the possibility of those effects of signal loss as a result of running too long cables. Let's look at mistake number 4. Fixing your CCTV camera too high above the area or subject you wish to capture. For indoor spaces, CCTV cameras should be placed 8 to 10 feet from the ground, whilst for outdoor spaces, you can do 10 to 12 feet from the ground. There are instances that may require going above the 8 to 10 feet or the 10 to 12 feet distance, depending on the structure in which you are installing your CCTV cameras. Take for instance, installing cameras in a warehouse or in a factory floor. It may require going higher than the 12 feet distance from the ground. But note that the higher you go from the ground, the smaller the kind of images you will capture in your CCTV camera, which will also affect the extent of details that the camera will capture. On the other hand, CCTV cameras should not be placed too low and easily accessible, whereby they could be easily vandalized. And so you must always consider the two extremes when it comes to the height at which you place your CCTV camera from the ground, so that you can have the best of results from your CCTV cameras. Mistake number 5. Wasted field of view. This camera picture describes a wasted field of view where a large portion of the camera's view points to the ceiling, which is not an object of focus in the picture that you see here. Unless there is something on the ceiling that is to be monitored. Other than that, the portion focusing on the ceiling is a wasted field of view. This is how a well-directed field of view of this camera should look like. And so cameras should always be directed to capture the focus or the subject for which the CCTV camera is placed, minimizing or totally eliminating wasted fields of view. Mistake number 6. Fixing your CCTV camera to directly face a source of light. Whenever you fix your CCTV camera to face a direct source of light, as demonstrated in this camera feed shown on the screen, you will experience this sort of phenomenon where the light source produces invisible spots in the face of the camera, which is referred to as camera overexposure. CCTV camera overexposure can be pronounced to the extent that no part of the subject or the reason for fixing the CCTV camera may be visible. And so it is very important that in fixing your CCTV cameras, you shouldn't face or let your CCTV camera face the sun or any artificial source of light, that is a bulb or any lighting that is in the location or the place where your CCTV camera is to be sighted. It is a very important thing to note. Mistake number 7. Placing your CCTV video recorder at a location which is easily accessible. A CCTV video recorder, be it a DVR or MVR or even an XVR, houses the hard drive on which all the CCTV camera videos are stored. And so it is very important to well keep this device so that they cannot be easily stolen or they cannot be easily damaged. One way you can protect your CCTV camera videos is to consider recording your CCTV videos on SD cards for CCTV cameras that have SD card provision, whereby you can record the CCTV camera footages on the SD cards that are housed in the camera itself. In that way, you can be sure that even if the DVR is stolen, you can always retrieve the recordings on the SD cards. Another way to protect your CCTV camera videos from the theft of your DVR or MVR is to consider subscribing to cloud storage services on the internet. In that way, whenever your DVR or MVR or even your camera is stolen, you can always call for the cloud storage from the cloud storage service providers. Apart from the 7 mistakes that I have talked about in this video, please ensure you follow due process and take precautions whenever you are setting up your CCTV cameras. If you have any comments or questions about this video, please drop them in the comment section of this video. I will attend to all of them very quickly. I'm so glad you watched this video. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification so you can always be alerted anytime we post a new video or we come on air live. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.